UFC Fight Night, Marcin Tybura versus Sergey Spivac 2. The more I try and record this card, the more it gets worse. It's a disgrace. Javid Basharat versus Chris Gutierrez, the one fight we were probably looking forward to on this card, got cancelled. Is cancelled. The UFC is a disgrace at this point. They treat these USA cards like crap. We all know the Apex cards are horrible. They're a shit show. They're unwatchable. They're unpleasant to the eye sockets. They're unpleasant to the eyes. But this has reached an all-time low. I thought Jambi Rova versus Lemos was bad. This is the cherry on top, brother. Cherry on top. But let's get through this card as quick as possible, as quick as we can. Let's ease the pain. We have UFC 305 literally around the corner to save us. But we have. Start off the card. Lord help us. Stephanie Luciano versus Alita Alencar. I have to go with Alita Alencar. Both of these girls fought on the Contender Series against each other already. It was a draw. Alita Alencar has already had one fight in the UFC. She's beat Rain Amanda. Stephanie Luciano, she has not fought anybody since that. Was it a year ago that she's fought her? I'm checking right now. Yeah, it was a year ago since that fight. She has not fought at all this year. This is her UFC debut. They tried to schedule her with Shannon Bannon. That did not work. I'm picking Alita Alencar. She's a well-renowned grappler, jiu-jitsu belt as well. I gotta go with Alita Alencar. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of pissed already that I've recorded multiple videos on this card and the card sucks more and more. On to the next fight of the card. We have Jarno Errens versus Youssef Zalal. I gotta go with Youssef Zalal. His last one against Billy Quarantino, he got him in a rear naked choke and demolished him. It was his first fight back in the UFC. He was cut in the UFC after losing 3 in a row. The 3 guys that he lost to in a row were Ilia Topuria, who is now the bantamweight champion, Sting Woo Choi, Chinese fighter in the UFC, gets knocked out, and Sean Woodson, pretty good guy. Jarno Errens lost to Sting Woo Choi, and his last one was against Steven Jurgen. I don't know how to say that guy's name. I gotta go with Youssef Zalal. The way he finished Billy Quarantino, he looked nasty. On to the next fight of the card. We have Karl Williams versus Diniz. Jonathan Diniz literally took brain cells out of Austin Lane's brain. And Karl Williams is like a decision guy. He's a decision heavyweight that just wins fights off decisions, and they're boring. And I feel like Diniz is going to bring him the fight, and he's going to try and knock his head out. Even though I do think Karl Williams is pretty decent, but his wins in the UFC, Justin Tafa, Chase Sherman, and Lucas Berniskis, Parkins demolished that guy, and you took him to a unanimous decision. I gotta go with Diniz. I'm sorry, bro. Sorry. Diniz is probably 10 times better in the striking department, and he's looking to go on the rise in the UFC. On to the next fight of the card. We have, if this shit will load, Karol Rosa versus Pannie Kianzad. Pannie Kianzad, she's on a 2-fight losing streak. She's lost to Ketlin Vieira, and she lost to Macy Chassion, rear naked choke. I gotta go with Karol Rosa here, bro. Karol Rosa, when she faced Arina Dana, it was a crazy fight. Both of these girls were bleeding out of their minds, and they made that shit a fight. And Karol Rosa looked good in that fight, bro. She could have won that fight as well. It was a really close fight, but they gave it to Arina Dana. And her last win was against Yana Santos, who's actually on this card as well. But I just gotta go Karol Rosa here. She looks like the better fighter. She's not on a crazy losing streak like Pannie. And I don't know, bro. I just feel like Pannie looks trash. On to the next fight of the card. We have, if this shit will load, Danny Barlow versus Nikolay Veretennikov. I gotta go with Danny Barlow. He's on a full training camp. Nikolay is coming in on short notice to her face Udo Medic. I would have loved to see Udo Medic against Danny Barlow. Danny Barlow has like 1 win in the UFC. His win was against, let me check right now. His win in the UFC was against Josh Quinlan. I forgot. And he got cut. Josh Quinlan against cut. So, mid-ass card, mid-ass fighters, whatever. I gotta go with Danny Barlow. He's just has a full training camp. The other guy, has he fought this year? I think he has. Let me check right now. He has fought. He's fought 1 time this year, and that was in April. Gotta go with Danny Barlow. On to the next fight of the card. We have, if the shit will load, we have, oh no, wrong one. It's this one. If the shit will load. Charalampos Grigorious versus Toshiomi Kazama. Toshiomi Kazama has gotten knocked out twice in the first round in his last 2 fights. You can't go with this guy. Silent finisher is getting finished and not silently. This man's getting knocked out. He's gotten knocked out by Garrett Armfield and Rinya Kamura. But all in the first round, bro. You can't go with this guy. I'm sorry. Even though Grigorious, I don't know how to say that man's name. Yeah, Grigorious is coming off a loss as well. He's lost to, let me check right now. He's lost to Chad Alencar decision, but in his Contender Series win, he won in the first round by knockout. I just gotta go with him, man. The other guy, Kazama, sounds too chinny. On to the next fight of the card. We have Nascimento versus Jafel Filho. This was a kind of a hard one for me to pick right here. I think I gotta go with Nascimento still after making a couple videos of the same card and it being cancelled. I mean, a couple fights being cancelled. I still gotta go with Nascimento here, even though Jafel Filho is pretty good, bro. For his age, he's still pretty good. He in his last 2 fights, he's won Daniel Barbez and Ode Osborne, but Ode Osborne is trash. I don't know how he's on the Sphere card. I don't know if he has Dana White privilege or they would just really want that Mexican guy to get a finish, man. And Nascimento, I feel like he's had way better opponents. I know he's fought Jake Hadley. Jake Hadley just finished saving his career right now, and Jake Hadley looked really good in that fight on short notice. And he's also won Carlos Hernandez on a rear naked choke in the first round. I just have to go with Nascimento. He's faced more guys not more guys, but guys with the better names in the UFC, and he's looked pretty good in his last couple of fights. On to the next fight of the card. We have Yana Santos versus Chelsea Chandler. I gotta go with Chelsea Chandler here, bro. Yana Santos is on like a 3-fight losing streak, bro. She looks horrible in those 3 fights. She's lost to Irene Aldana, Holly Holmes, and Karol Rosa, bro. That Karol Rosa loss was a split decision, but still. I can't go with you, bro. Chelsea Chandler. Most of these fights are probably 29-28 decisions, bro. I don't even see a finish on this card. I'm gonna be honest with you. This card is trash. Worse than Jambi Rover versus Lemos for sure. This one takes the cake. Yeah. Chelsea Chandler, she fought Jocelyn Nunez and has lost to Norman Dumont. That win against Jocelyn Nunez, she did miss weight. That's why she's fighting up. And in her last UFC, and in her 3 UFC fights, she's knocked out Julia Storolenko, and you beat Jocelyn Nunez, who's a lesbian, bro, and she was 10-1. I gotta give it to Chelsea Chandler, bro. I'm picking Chelsea Chandler. On to the co-main of this card. Yeah, we got there pretty quick, guys. That's how bad this card is. We have, if this will load, Jesus, Chepe Mariscal versus Damon Jackson. I gotta go with Chepe Mariscal, bro. Damon Jackson is one of the chinniest chin fighters in the UFC. This man's chin is made out of glass. This man got knocked out by Diniz so bad, I thought he died. Even though his last one was against Alexander Hernandez. Alexander Hernandez is a fraud, bro. He's a fraud. He sucks. Chepe Mariscal is on a 3-fight winning streak right now. And he looked really good in all those 3 fights. One of them was against Jack Jenkins, and he tapped from, an arm injury. But this man beat Trevor Peek. He took Trevor Peek to a decision and won. That right there, to me, Trevor Peek is one of the best up. He's not one of the best up, but he's an entertaining fighter to watch. And if you beat him, bro, I gotta go with you, man. I just gotta go with you. On to the main card. We have, if this will load, my Lord Jesus Christ, help me. Marcin Tybura versus Sergey Spivac. I gotta go with Sergey Spivac here. Yeah, his last fight, he lost to Cyril Gane, but he's shown so much improvement since the first time these two fought. They fought the first time, and Marcin Tybura won. But Sergey Spivac, he's much better on the feet, and if the ground game cancels out, I feel like he takes it with the striking. You look at Tybura's wins in the heavyweight division, they're not that good, bro. Like, yeah, his last one was against Tai Tuivasa, bro. Tai Tuivasa can't even grapple to save his life, to save his UFC career. So I gotta go with Sergey Spivac here, man. And yeah, guys, this is the video here, man. This card is so trash. The Apex, I feel like the Apex cards keep getting worse and worse. And the crazier part is that 308 Abu Dhabi, the card is set and crazy and it's amazing. Like, I'm glad it's an amazing card. But 307 doesn't even have a main event. UFC is like basically saying, we'll throw anybody on that card. They're gonna watch it. USA. But it's like, brother, I get some of these fighters, they don't want to fight it on altitude, it makes them, not the same fighter that they are, but come on, Dana, stop sucking all these oil liquors as ball sacks, bro. I don't know, man, this card kind of pissed me off, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm J-Naps MMA. I got a video coming out for y'all Wednesday. Oh, my paid in Tabit shirt came in, bro. You already know. Gotta represent the homie real quick. But yeah, thank y'all for showing me love in all the videos that I make. By the way, man, that Bull Nichols video, a lot of comments, a lot of love in that video. Like and subscribe. I'm here to stay. I'm here to make videos. I'm J-Naps MMA, and I'm out, baby.